Jacobs, property strategist from Property Friends. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'll bring you the musings of the month. As you can see, I'm fairly casually dressed today. I was on sites. Good day to have a bit of fun. All right, couple of points. One, please, if you have property in Queensland, make sure that you are across the changes in the tenancy regulations. Whatever you do, don't allow your property to go into a periodic rental. You will never be able to force a tenant out once you're in a periodic. So make sure that you give the termination notice unless you have a new lease for a specific time. Make sure that you give the termination notice. The REIQ and every managing agent under the sun suggests doing it that way. Hopefully your agent has sent you some information on that. We have broadcast that through our social media, left, right, and center. So please make sure that you know about that you're informed. There's a couple of other changes that have happened that come into force. It's really important. It's the knowing how to navigate the system that makes the difference, and it's easy to trip up on it. So please make sure that you know about it. Second point, I hear so many people that are getting worried about the bad news of interest rate is rising, the sky is falling down, property are going to fall by 20%. Oops, I nearly said something. Look, it's just my humble opinion. I've just only been in the business for 20 years. Property values are not going to fall 20%. No flaming way. Yes, there are areas of the market that may fall 20%, but the median, definitely not. And those areas, if there are any, will be areas that have gone too far and that are niche areas, as in, let's say, multi-million-dollar properties. The variances in that market is always a lot higher than anything else. So my statement is, if the deal is good enough, the interest rate is covered by the deal. So if the interest rate goes up, as long as your deal goes up, the quality of the deal goes up in the same relationship, all is good. And as far as I'm concerned, it's all about the deal. Leave your emotions at home. We're doing business. Treat your property investment as business. That's what I do. That's why I've got the oracle with me. Ulla tells me what's going on. And if I get emotional, she tells me as well. So look at property investment, if I may suggest, as a business. Do it unemotionally. As Warren Buffett says, you can't handle your money until such time as you can handle your emotion. Anyway, I won't get on my high horse. Third point, NDIS investments. There's a lot of BS going on as to what you can do with it and how great it is and whatever. Now, having said that, we are doing NDIS investments ourselves. And I love them. Not only because there's good money in it, but because I can also do good for people. But to be able to do these deals, you have to be in the market. I built 5 of those and they didn't work that well because I was doing it wrong. I did not have what is called the person-centered focus, where you find your people first. We fixed those 5 up. That's all good. The issue is you got to have the contacts to get the tenants. This is a purpose-built house. The purpose is to rent it. If you don't have a renter, you don't have any purpose, you don't have any money. No good. So you gotta start with the tenant first. Ask yourself the question, in an NDIS SDA investment, do I know the tenant? Do I have the contacts to get the tenant? If you don't, whatever you do, if you want to go into that investment, find somebody that has the contacts to the tenants. Otherwise, you end up belly up. There's too many spruikers out there that are happy to sell you a deal where they promise you 15, 20. I've seen Bullock's figures of 24%. You can make $223,000 a year. That's just utter nonsense. So be careful when you go out there and look at NDIS investments. We're actually providing 2 seminars on Thursday, Thursday, the 22nd of September at 7 p.m. And for the ones that can't make it on Saturday, the 24th at 10:30 a.m. I'm going to lift the veil and give you the tell truth about NDIS property investments. All right, last but not least, the RBA has given us our rate adjustment. And as expected, it's 0.5% on top. So we have an increase of the RBI rate of 0.5%. And dare I suggest, we better get used to it, that we will have until December every month a 0.5% interest rate increase. That's just my view. Now, I don't know why the RBI holds firm on the CPI band that it wants to have Australia in. There's major influencing factors in my world called a war in Europe that I can't influence, and that shoots up the CPI. We had a bit of a pandemic that has a major influence, and that shoots up the CPI. But Australia RBI just stands firm and as nothing has happened. Anyway, we won't go there. So the short news is we're up 0.5%. The deal is good enough. There are plenty of good deals out there. If you want to know about the NDIS investment webinar on the 22nd at 7 p.m. and Saturday the 24th at 10:30. I'm going to love you and leave you. You got to be in it, doing it. Have fun.